Excuse me, I check every time now because I was on silent for so long. It was so crazy for me, right? That time where I was sitting up here just talking to myself. Um, but I think I got everything up. I want to welcome you ladies to another Inspiration in 30. It's actually September the 7th, right? Man, October, November, December. We got 3 months, 90 days before we're into a new year. We got 90 days until we're into a new year. Are you happy with everything that has happened to you this year? Have you actually done some things differently in your life? Have you really, really, really took an assessment of where you are and really figured out what it is that you want to do? Or did you just go by aimlessly, right? Did you just go by aimlessly, just trying to get through every day? The reason why I ask this question is because every year we tell ourselves that we're going to do something different, that we are going to progress, that we are going to be this person that we know we can be, that person that's inside. And then as time goes by and it rolls around, we figure out it's almost the end of the year and we haven't really gotten started with anything. So that's why I asked the question, you know, have you, up to this point, have you started, progressed, or done those things that you want to do so that the next 90 days you're going a step higher, you're going a level higher? And if you have not, what I want you to do is I want you to consider that you cannot do it alone. And I want you to consider that if this is something that you really want, you're going to have to make a commitment to it, right? Because, and I don't have a lot of time because I got a doctor's appointment at 8 o'clock, but it's like a telehealth appointment. I want to talk about when silent cries are not enough, right? And let me tell you where I got this from. It was so shocking to me when I heard about Michael K. Williams yesterday. I mean, it was so shocking only because I said to myself, this man spoke openly about his addiction. Now, we don't know if he died of an overdose or anything like that, right? But they did see the drug paraphernalia, according to the reports, in the apartment, all that stuff, which he could have been indulging, but at the same time, that's probably not anything that, he died from. But here's what I want you guys to know and understand that I keep trying to tell you guys. Life is so damn short, y'all. If you're not out there living your life because you are afraid, you feel stuck, you feel all this stuff, you are going to regret so much of your life. If something happens to you or you feel like you're stricken with a disease, that will be the thing that takes you out, right? Now I'm looking at the reports and I'm saying, to myself, this man was really, really going to higher heights in his career, right? And if you're a fan, you remember him from The Wire, and you remember him from all of the different movies that he did, and then you remember him from Lovecraft Country, right? The ironic thing is that during this whole time, and when he would do his documentary series, he would talk openly about his struggles and his battles, right? He would be on his Instagram and he would say, this is an amazing day, today is not a good day, because he battled with himself, right? Even though his career was taking off, even though he was progressing along as an actor and doing those things he wanted to do, he still had those hidden battles within himself. And we talk about that all the time, right? Those battles in your mind that says, well, you're not good enough. You'll never overcome this. You're You're too afraid to do this. Nobody really likes you like that. Your career is not where it's supposed to be. All these things that we battle with. And the reason why they're there, ladies, the reason why they're there is because of the trauma that we faced in our life, right? Because of the things that people told us, the way society has treated us, and the way that we currently live our life. It is hard to turn that around, even though you are still going through the motions doing what it is that you want to do. Why is it so hard to turn that around? Because there are these hidden things that you have not dealt with that are inside of you, and you don't know how. As much as you cry out, as much as that man cried out, I don't know, I'm going to post it. I don't know if y'all saw the BET Awards where he was doing the reenactment of DMX because he understood how he battled addiction. He understood uh, uh, um, he understood what that felt like. So I mean, the passion and the soul that he put into that little small segment, when I watched it again yesterday, I was like, wow, that's not, he's not even doing it just for DMX. He's doing it for himself to understand what the cries are, right? How many times do you sit with yourself and you say to yourself, I want to do better and I know I can do better, but I just don't know how to break through. Why do I keep thinking like this? Why do I keep having this anxiety? Well, you know better. Because at this point, we know better, right? And people would say on the outside, man, you should be blessed for the things that are going on in your life. You should be blessed that you got a roof over your head, you got money in your pocket, you got a job, your kids are doing okay. Why are you sitting up here battling in your mind? And the answer is because I don't know how to deal with all this shit that my mind keeps telling me. I don't know how to change my thinking. I don't have any help to help me understand all of the good things in my life, and I don't have any help to help me understand how to embrace pain. That's the biggest thing, y'all. All weekend, all weekend, I did not go nowhere. I did not hang out. I did not do anything. I went out with a friend yesterday and we hung out for a little bit. But most of the time, I was in the house reading, trying to see if I got the book right here in front of me. I don't. I was in the house reading. And the reason why I was in the house reading, because I was saying to myself, the what is the biggest thing that we battle with when it comes to our mind? And I said, we don't know how to embrace pain. We think pain is so negative. We shy away from it. We don't want to be able to face our fears. So we try to push it away. We try to ignore it. We don't want to look at it. And we'll do that forever if we can. But when it comes to a point where we have no choice but to look at it, we fall apart. We turn to drugs. We turn to alcohol. We get depressed. We get anxiety because we were never taught what pain really is. And then when we go out and we have those silent cries and we start to talk and say, hey, I am battling with something. Hey, I am going through a little bit. You know, these are the things that I'm going through. And you figure out that that's not enough. You sit up here and say, well, what the hell am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to handle this? It is rewiring your brain, ladies. Trust me, I'm there. I am there. I am right there. Rewiring our brain to understand that when we experience pain, when we experience hurt, when we are hard on ourselves, that we realize that those are the old patterns that we're carrying, and we have to rely on tools to help us get us out. Because right now, we don't know how. We let it take us over, and then we run to what's pleasurable for us. Does that make sense? Sex, money, drugs, anything. Because it gives us the temporary pleasure that we need, because it takes us out of here. We check out, right? We check out. We don't have to deal with it. We don't have to think about it. What happens when talking is not enough? What happens when you are sitting alone, like him, in your apartment, in your house, with your own thoughts, trying to figure out how you going to get up out of your mess? How are you going to appreciate the things that you have? How are you going to go ahead and just embrace who you are? I am on this mission, ladies, because there are so many women, including myself, who are out here who want to love themselves, who want to do better in their life, but we were never taught. We were never taught. Well, Gloria, we got men and we got women going through this, but women changes nations. We will run and we would tell everyone. My best bet, like God told me, is to go get you and take the journey with you, because you will change your whole community, right? But the issues that we face, those silent cries that we have on our own, when we are asleep in the restroom, when we are sitting down figuring out them damn bills, right? Today's the 7th. Hopefully you paid your rent, right? Hopefully you did everything that you needed to do to get your bills paid. And now you're trying to figure out, how do you get through the rest of the month? You're asking yourself, how do I just get past this? My anxiety is high. The answer is, ladies, and I'm going to tell you, is with practice, with reading, being around the right people, and continuously telling yourself that you want to do things different this time. You want something different. And that's not easy to do. I don't care who you are. As we see, those silent cries, when we are sitting there and I tell y'all, my mind is telling me I'm not good enough. I can't, I can't do this. I'm getting stressed out over there. Those silent cries that we have, that we hold in, we got to figure out how to put that all in perspective and see the good in it, because we don't. We don't see the good in it at all. We just see problem after problem after problem after problem, and it drives us to the edge, to the point where this man, he was up for another role, y'all, in the George Foreman biopic. His career was taking off. But guess what? Those hidden battles won. They won. You know why they won? Because it's in here. It doesn't matter what's going on outside. It's here. And this is the most powerful thing the most powerful thing, it controls you every day. It tells you what to do, how you are, how to live, what to be, what you can do, what you can't do. You good like this, you bad like that, you like this, you don't like that. It tells you so much shit about yourself. And then you sit here and you justify and you say, I can't. I'm trying. I'm hoping. I'm wishing. I'm praying. Were we not embracing the realness? I don't know how to take this pain. Say it for what it is. I don't know how to take this pain. I don't know how to deal with this shit. I don't know how to tell myself that I love me honestly and mean it, because I don't. Not because everything on the outside is messing with me. Because I sit and I remember the life that I had. And I sit and I remind myself of the mistakes that I made. And then I look at my life presently and I don't like what I see. And even though some things are doing well, the things that I really want is either taking too long, or I'm not sure how to get there, or I believe it's not going to happen for me. And these hidden cries that I have, where I start showing up late for stuff, where I get too busy on social media and don't know how to take a break. I start sleeping with people who I don't care about because I need to have some kind of satisfaction. I'm always out because I'm afraid to be alone. All those hidden cries add up, y'all. I don't care if you're married, you have kids, you're in a great home, right? You still doing it. Some of the people that you're around believes that that's your personality. You get what I'm saying? They believe, oh, she's just quiet. Oh, that's just how she is. Oh, she's always been like that. I don't want to be, but I don't know how to deal with this pain. And the crazy thing is, nobody talks about it. Nobody talks about it. They don't say, hey, Kim, what kind of pain are you having this week? They don't say that. They say, Kim, how you doing? Fine. Okay, good. Me too. You had a good weekend? Yeah. Okay, good. And you go about your business. Nobody sit and ask you, what's the beautiful thing about your life that you love? How do you believe that you are showing up in the world? And what are some of the things that you want to do as you move along? And how does that make you feel? Let me go in and just check in with you, just to make sure that you're good. We don't do that because everybody's wrapped up in their own little world, right? Everyone is just wrapped up in their own thing. And because they wrapped up in their own thing, they're not thinking about what you going through or how you getting by and all that stuff. They don't mean to do that, but they got their own shit going on. But the most important thing that I want you to take away from this is that all that pain and all that, all them anxiety and all them crazy feelings that you feeling, there's a way out and there's a way through. And that way is practicing how to be with you, how to love you, how to accept, accept where you are right now in life, regardless of your mistakes, regardless of the fears you have of the future. That man couldn't accept something in his life, ladies. That's the only thing, that's the only reason why we run to things that distract us. Drugs, alcohol, social media, doesn't matter. It's all the same. It's all the same. Video games, right? We have a hard time sitting in our pain, not understanding that it is in the pain that we get our healing. We run. It is in this pain. And let me tell you something. My discovery of that has been for the last week and a half. And I've been learning how to sit in my pain. I've learned how to try to let go of control. It's not easy. It is not easy, and it hurts, and it's confusing. It gives you anxiety. Child, I be constipated, I be all that. Knots all in your stomach. Because your brain is trying to move you to keep you safe. And you're like, no, I'm gonna sit right here and I'm gonna feel this anxiety because I got it every month, every time I finish paying my bills and I don't have enough money and I'm trying to figure out why my life is the way it is. And every time I start thinking that way, I'll go get a drink. I'll go hang out somewhere. But today, I'm gonna sit in it and see how it makes me feel. Because I know I can get through this. But here's the thing. And here's the thing that he didn't do. When you feel like you can't, reach out. When you feel like it's too much and it's too hard, find that person that you can talk to. Right? Because we do that too. We say, well, I don't want to keep complaining about the same thing. And everybody's tired of hearing me talk about this. And, they tell me to go get a therapist and I'm doing that. And then I don't want to do this. And it's just something over and over and over and over again. All that is in here. Find that person who you can talk to. Call me if you have to. Because your life depends on it. Your life depends on it. Okay? I got my telehealth appointment with my doctor. So I'm waiting on them to send me the link so I could find out why I got the blood clot, right? Because remember I told you guys that my sister died from it. So they did all these tests and everything. And now I get my results today as to why I got it. And whatever the results are, that's just another step in the journey, right? That's just another step in the journey. But what I want you ladies to know and to understand is that this thing called life is real. It's beautiful. It's amazing. It has ups, it has downs, but that's the whole purpose of it, right? That's the whole purpose of it. If you haven't got your tickets yet to the Becoming Truly You, it's going to be amazing. Get your tickets. If you can't come, send a young girl or send somebody you know who lives in the area so that they can go ahead and get the message. If not, we're going to do our best to try to make it, available online. We're doing so much stuff. But I want you to know that you are loved. Someone does care. Someone is listening. And you can have that life that you want. I don't care how big or small, right? I don't care how big or small. It's not what I say, it's what you believe. It's not what I say, it's what you believe. And it's when you change your thinking that everything else in your life changes. Okay? I'll holla at you ladies tomorrow. I just got my text. So, all right. I see you. I love you. If you need anything,